All right, it is time for Homes for Paws, brought to you by Pet Paradise and New Day Veterinary Care. And I am here with Samantha from Jack's Humane and Poppy.
Yes.
And right on cue, Poppy is rolling over. How you doing,
Yes,
baby?
Poppy
Good to
is,
see
you too. Poppy is the belly rub queen. You know, whenever she meets people, it's like, get your hands warm, get them ready to go. All she wants is belly rubs and pets. She's just so affectionate.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so give us some stats on her. She's 10 years old.
She is 10 years old, and as you can see, she's like that perfect schmedium size.
Schmedium,
like
I
she'd be,
love it.
You know, right? Like she's not
Yeah.
super tiny, not super big, could fit in an apartment super well, and she's just, like I said, really affectionate, really sweet. Just like a really kind dog. I feel like that's a weird word to use. Very calm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Baby.
She's just a sweetheart, and she's very quiet. You know, she's always smiling. Just a really, really great dog. We're all obsessed with her, if you can't tell.
And we've got a lot of people in here, so she's kind of getting distracted, but she's so sweet. And you've played a little dress up with her?
Yes. So Poppy loves to play dress up. She has her bandana on today, but at the shelter we've put her in wigs. We've put her in like
oh my God, that's hilarious.
like other animal costumes. She dressed up as a dragon last weekend. She's just the sweetest thing. She just wants to play and get loved on.
Oh my gosh, I love that. She's been there for a couple weeks already, so we're trying to find her a home, of course.
And you know, like we were saying, she's 10 years old, so like sometimes the older dogs can get a little overlooked, but when you see this sweet face, like how can you say no?
Yes, and the tail going over here.
Yes.
Now, is she good with other animals? Kids? Do you know that
We don't know for sure yet, just because
Okay.
she hasn't been with us super long.
Okay.
But just from her demeanor, I can
mean,
imagine
she
she'd be
seems-
great with kiddos. She's just very like attentive, very loving, just wants to be loved on. So I can imagine her doing great with a family.
That's so awesome. Okay, so tell us too a little bit about this adoption event coming up.
Yeah, so this Saturday, March 9th, we're going to a new part of Jacksonville. We're going to be on the north side at the PetSmart store in the River City Marketplace, offering half-price dog adoptions. So, you know, expanding our reach, going to a new community, and offering some half-price adoptions to help some dogs find their new homes.
Yeah, that's great. And then it is also kitten season.
It is, yes, kitten season is here.
So what happens during kitten season? Why is there a season for this?
Yeah, so
I just want to cuddle and squeeze.
So if you're
aggression.
never be sorry. So if you're not aware, kitten season is when the most kittens are born in our community to cats who aren't altered yet, so that you know that's not spayed or neutered.
Right.
So lots of kittens are born, and you know, we as people who love animals, we might see a little kitten on the road and we want to help. But it's not always necessary. You know, kittens have the best chance at survival if they stay with their mom. And so we are encouraging people, you know, if you see some kittens out in your community, watch and wait, see if mom is around. If they truly seem like they don't have mom at this point, you can take them in and come to, you know, JHS, ACPS, or First Coast No More Homeless Pets. We will try to help, but you know, there's so many kittens in our community. We took in 5,000 between all three shelters last year. Wow. Yeah, so we encourage people to, you know, do the right thing. If you're able to step in and help on your own, you know, foster, get animals spayed and neutered, and just look out for our littlest community members.
This is so sweet. No, well, I'm glad you told us about that too, because I'm already starting to see we have a cat that kind of circles our property as well, and it has for years, and nobody can catch it. But it's older, but I think it occasionally will have kittens, so I don't think it's spayed or spayed. It's for the female, right?
Yes, yeah, spayed for females, neutered for males. But yeah, and you know, community cats, they're living their lives out there. We're happy for them. They're doing their thing. But you know,
we don't want to overpopulate.
Exactly. Yes, and you know, we all love kittens. They're adorable. But when you're taking in thousands of them every month, it can get a bit overwhelming for everybody involved. So
do you have some kittens though at the shelter right now?
Right now, yes, they're starting to trickle in. You know, we took in a couple litters this week. March is kind of the beginning of kitten season, so that's why we're talking about it now. But it really goes on through October.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, in Florida, kitten season is very long. So
my gosh,
we encourage
some fun out there.
They sure are. They sure are. But we encourage people to check out our Don't Kidnap messaging. You can go to jackshumane.org/kittenhelp, and there's a ton of resources there to find out, you know, what to do if you find kittens, other ways you can help, like through donating, fostering, adopting, things like that. Yeah, so there's just so many ways to get involved with dogs like Poppy, but also for our cat people out there.
I really appreciate you joining us today, and please let's get Poppy a home. She is so sweet. Thank you again for joining us.